Guys, it's Sarah, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about music today. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because music is something that has become a little bit more of a constant in my life over the last year, I would say. I've been listening to a lot of music. And before, I didn't listen to a lot. Like every once in a while I would get into something, I would listen to it for a little bit and then I would stop. But I guess over the past year, a lot of my downtime or, if I'm just wanting something on in the background or, I'm cleaning and I want something to listen to, I'm listening to music versus audiobooks or podcasts. So I don't think I'm behind on podcasts, but that's a whole nother issue. But music has been doing it for me for the past, I would say, year. I've really been getting into some different artists and enjoying their music and getting into some old favorites as well and kind of bringing that back a little bit and just enjoying what I'm listening to. I'll put on music while I'm cooking. So it's something that has been kind of a constant for the past year. So I thought I would talk about it a little bit because I don't talk about music very much at all, just because it hasn't necessarily been a huge part of my life, but in the last year it has. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about it, share what I'm loving, how my music tastes ebb and flow. I would say, I wouldn't say change, but I would say ebb and flow, and what I'm into right now. So historically with music, to my core, I am a rock fan. I love kind of hard rock. My favorite band of all time is Korn. From the second I started listening to them in late high school, early college, they've been my favorite. Hands down. Still are. I love them. I love their music. I also love Tool. I love Metallica. Those are probably my top 3 favorite bands, I would say, of all time for sure. But anything that kind of falls under that, I really, really enjoy. I just like that. I like that music a lot. And even within, the rock genre, I love some of the older rock as well. Led Zeppelin is huge. I love Led Zeppelin. And, just some older bands like Queen and, things like that. I love those bands for sure. And I grew up listening to Rolling Stones and the Beatles. I have a Beatles shirt on right now because the Beatles are my mom's favorite group, still to this day is her favorite group. And, so I grew up listening to them and I grew up listening to Rolling Stones and then, Michael Jackson. And so I grew up listening to that kind of stuff. But over the past, I want to say maybe 10 years, I've gotten a little bit away from the hard stuff like that. Still to this day, Korn is my favorite band. They can't ever not be for me, definitely, but I don't listen to them on repeat all the time like I used to. But they always hold a special place in my heart, definitely. And, I've seen them in concert 3 times and they are phenomenal in concert. And I would go again in a heartbeat. If they were ever on tour again anywhere near me, I would go again. They are so good in concert. I feel like they're almost even better in concert than they are on their albums, which says a whole lot. But I have been to quite a few concerts, actually, speaking of that. So besides Korn, I've seen Tool in concert. They were phenomenal as well. And I have seen Aerosmith and hoping to go to their farewell tour if they get it started back up again. I know Steven got hurt, so they had to cancel. We had tickets. I had tickets with my best friend to go to a North Carolina show, and it got postponed. We don't know when they're coming back yet, but hopefully we can still do that when they do get back on track for that. And my first concert ever was Bush, who when I see Gavin Rossdale, I get a little flutter in my heart. Love him. They were my favorite band for a while before I discovered Korn. But yeah, so I've been to quite a few. And then, I've seen ZZ Top and Lynyrd Skynyrd. They were, I took my mom actually to a ZZ Top concert and Lynyrd Skynyrd opened for them. That was fantastic. And my favorite concert ever, ready for it? It's not Korn. My favorite concert ever, as far as the performance and the atmosphere and just how much fun I had, was Limp Bizkit. Yeah. I own that. It was Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock played before them. He was phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says about Kid Rock. That man knows how to put on a show. And then Stained opened for them. That was like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And that was my favorite concert ever. Like, I still have really, really fond memories of that concert. It was really, really good. I've seen Incubus as well. They were fantastic. So like, that's kind of where, when I was going to concerts regularly, those were the kind of concerts I was going to, right? Now it has shifted. Just, I've gotten a little older. I still enjoy that music 100%, like if Korn comes on, I'm listening, right? But it has definitely shifted. So lately I have been listening to Muse, who I love. I've not heard a Muse song that I did not like. And so they've been big time on repeat over the past year. I've just really kind of, I've always liked them, but now I'm like really getting into their music and just having it on consistently. And then Taylor Swift. Yeah. I'm not a Swiftie. I will not insult the Swifties by claiming to be one. I am not. Not even remotely a little bit. But I have really liked her music. I've liked her music over the years anyway, but now I'm actually really kind of like purposefully listening and seeking it out, especially when Midnights came out. I listened to that. I was like, oh, I'll just see what this is about. And I loved it. I loved it. My favorite album of hers is Reputation. Love that album because she just took no prisoners and I was like, get it. I loved it. And I was very excited to see her announcement that she has a new album coming out in April, and I will definitely be checking that out when it comes out. So very excited about that as well. And I did mention this in the beginning of one of my videos. I think it was my February TBR, possibly, that I'm listening to Stray Kids. I'm still listening to Stray Kids. So here's the thing. Come on this journey with me. Don't worry. I won't pull you down too hard. My daughter, Layla, she's 12. She discovered Stray Kids and she loves them. And I mean, like, she was like, this is my boy band. She's in her boy band era right now, and it's Stray Kids. That's what it is. She's got posters. She's buying t-shirts and sweatshirts, and she wants all these things. She got a pin for her back. Like, she's in, right? One day, I was scrolling on Instagram, and a Stray Kids video, like a reel, came up. And it was funny. I was like, oh, I bet Layla would like this. So I saved it so that I could show it to her later. And because I did that, Instagram was like, oh, you like Stray Kids? Here, have all the Stray Kids stuff. And it was everywhere. And then I started hearing clips of their music and seeing things. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that beat. And then I went and I was like, okay, I'm going to, like, I saw a song and I was like, I'm going to listen to that whole song and just see what I think. And I was done. It was this video in particular that I saw and I was done. Like, immediately I was entranced the entire time and I was like, oh, and I found my bias in that song. If you don't know what a bias, I guess I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning. But with K-pop groups, if you have a bias, that means that's the group member that you like that's your favorite, like that's your person. So that's your bias. I found my bias, guys, and it's Hyunjin. And it was because of this video. I had never seen these people before, ever. I did not know what they look like. I did not know anything about them. I didn't even know their names. But the second this video started, my eyes went to him and they did not leave. His performance was phenomenal. And the more I'm seeing of him and the more I watch him perform, guys, like, he is a beautiful human being. Like, he is, but his performances are stunning. And just the way he gets into it, and you can tell that, like, it means so much to him and he expresses himself that way. I've never seen anything like it. It's nuts. And so he's my bias because I can't, if they're performing, my eyes are on him all the time. It doesn't matter like what's going on because I have to see where he is and what's he doing and how is he doing these moves versus how everyone else is. And it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I love them as a group. I love, the more I'm learning about them, the more I'm respecting because they are all self-produced. They produce their own music and it's like they write, they produce the music, they record it, they do everything themselves. And they document all this so that you know it's true. But, they said like there's probably 5% of our songs that, we brought someone else in to help or we did a collaboration with somebody, so it wasn't 100% us, but 95% of their music is self-produced, which is insane because it's all good. It is all really, really good. And their music videos are insane. Their choreography is really good. It's just, everything is really good. It's really, really good. I really like their music. So I have it on constantly right now. So I will say Hyunjin is my bias, but Han is my bias wrecker. And what that means is he can swoop in anytime and take my attention away off of Hyunjin. And he does. He does. He's fantastic. He is one of the rappers and he's so good. And he can also sing really, really well. He's got a gorgeous voice and then he raps really, really well. He's like really fast. It's great. So it's a thing, guys. It's a thing and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. And my daughter and I are bonding over this, which is really nice. We're like sharing stuff and talking about it. And that has actually been really good. Not that I felt the need, like I didn't feel the need to bond with her. We are, I bond with both my children really well anyway. We have wonderful relationships, but this just like adds something a little extra to it, so it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, so I'm officially part of the Stray Kids fandom. I really am. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. So that has been something that for the past month straight, there has not been a single day that I haven't at least listened to their music, if not watched videos. I've at least listened to their music every single day. And it's kind of crazy, but I'm not mad about it. I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm just going to let myself enjoy it. All right. So I just wanted to talk about music a little bit because, again, that's been something that's been much more a part of my life, in the recent year. And it's been fun. And I don't talk about that on videos at all, really. So something a little different, a little bit, more about stuff that I enjoy. So let me know down below what kind of music you listen to. What do you gravitate towards? If you're interested in any Stray Kids stuff that I really like, I'll leave my favorite song link down below. I will say this. They are loud and they're hard-hitting. So if that's something you don't enjoy, these are not like super soft, sweet, lovey guys. And I think that's why I like They go hard. They go hard and their music is hard and I like it a lot. So, but I'll leave my favorite song link down below if you're interested. And then I will leave the video link down below that got my attention and started this whole spiral for me. But I'll leave those two linked down below. And let me know what you listen to. Let me know if your music has changed. If you notice, different seasons or different whatevers, let me know that as well. I think that's really interesting to have a conversation about. And I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.